Rob, Jens Stoltenberg just said that there was a responsibility to ensure that this conflict doesn't escalate beyond Ukraine's borders. I take it that a no-fly zone remains out of the question.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly the case. No surprises there. Nobody was expecting NATO to change its position on that. It would have been highly surprising if it had done. But what he's talking about is just as significant, or more significant, the fact that the NATO is now about to start a massive build-up of its military posture in Eastern Europe in particular. He's saying already that there are hundreds of thousands of Allied troops on standby, 100,000 US troops in Europe at the moment, 5 carrier battle groups, strike groups in the immediate area, air support ready. In other words, he's sending a signal to Russia, look, we are absolutely on alert here for any further escalation on your part and ready to respond if necessary. But going beyond that, he was speaking about a planned expansion of NATO's presence, permanent expansion of NATO's presence, talking about what will happen at tomorrow's summit. He says he expects NATO leaders to agree to a much more substantial NATO presence in Eastern Europe, with major battle groups in countries like Bulgaria and Romania, where there haven't been before.
Now, he also said that the summit tomorrow, which U.S. President Joe Biden is due to attend, will also discuss the role of China, because he says NATO members feel China has given Russia political support.
Yeah, clearly that there has been an effort to persuade China to come down against Russia over the conflict in Ukraine, but China has maintained an ambiguous position at best.
To be fair, last Friday they did say war was in no one's interest in that war,
yes,
in the call with U.S. President Joe Biden.
Yeah. But they've left the question about potential supplies of goods and even military supplies to Russia at least open. I mean, they've suggested that it's not on the table at all, but one suspects that they're keeping their options open. President Xi Jinping has been particularly careful not to commit himself one way or the other. This is an attempt just to put pressure, I think, on the Chinese to come down on the side of the Western powers, and to ensure that they put pressure on Russia to put an end to this conflict, this war in Ukraine, and ensure that there is a peaceful conclusion to it, which will involve the withdrawal of Russian troops.
Rob Parsons, thank you very much for that, Rob.